Microphone check. 1, 2, 7, 8, 18, 21. HUD hike. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag TNT JoeFi, tech news that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. I am your host, Jerome Ortega. This is episode, I lost count. This is day, I also lost count in quarantine because that really doesn't matter. But hello, hi, how's it going, guys? We actually have kind of a busy tech news day today. I was going to take the day today to talk about the Huawei P40 Pro Plus and the Pixel 4a. You know, these are the two phones I was using to test the camera. Oh, this is upside down. There you go. And I was going to do that today, but there's so much other news right now. I figured we might as well talk about the LG Wing, the ASUS ZenFone 7. I think some tech reviewers got the Surface Duo. What else is going on? Other stuff that I have to look at my articles here and see what else is going on. But there's a lot of news for that. Stuff about the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the Red Magic 5S, the Realme X7 Pro, Elon Musk. Yeah, I got a lot of news today. I might cover Pixel stuff. That just depends on how upset I decide to get later. Just kidding. Guys, what's going on? Welcome, though. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Let me say hi to everybody in the stream. Team Varai was first. Team Varai, you win first for today. Hey, Jerome. Hey, Team Varai, what's going on? LG Wing sounds like a Gundam. There you go. Deepak Murthy was second. Deepak, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Swanye West is in here as well. Is in here. I'm reading the chat already. Is in here as well. What's the word, nerds? What's going on, Swanye? I don't take offense at the word nerd. Maybe a little bit. What up, Jerome, Varai, and Deepak? Team Varai says, really love. Oh, yeah, we just talked about that. Yeah, Team Varai, remind me. I'll give you the tracks later. Wyatt Wolford is in here as well. Wyatt, what's going on? Welcome. Nice to see you again, man. Looks like you're becoming a regular, which is a good thing. So nice to see you, Wyatt. Glad you could make it. Swanye says, seeing Arnold put the army stripes on his arms is Jerome gearing up for a live stream. Just an FYI, I woke up this morning at 4:30 a.m. It's 2 p.m. now. I have been working. I went out to work. I worked out first, and then I've been working since. And I'm just like, I'm already like, I'm dead at this point. I'm super tired. Deepak says it's burning hot here in Italy. It's hot in here too, or hot here. It's like 95 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but yeah, I feel you, Deepak. Keystone Tech is in here. Keystone Tech in the building. Yo, what's going on, Keystone Tech? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Jay Mills in here as well. What's good, Rome? Not much, Jay Mill. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. Selwonk, the iPhone 12 Pro Max 120 Hertz. Selwonk, who told you could leak the news that I was going to talk about later today? Selwonk, how's it going, man? Welcome. Keystone Tech says ASUS is great. Yeah, I want to talk about that. I want to see what that phone's all about. Swanye says that AOG phone, I think Unbox Therapy just showed the other day, looks insane. I haven't even seen it. I don't even know what that is. Kia, Too Technical. Kia, how's it going? What up? What up, Kia? Have I seen you in here before? I don't think I have. But welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Okay, let me scroll down here. Big House Productions is in here. Hey. What's going on, Big House? Hey. Reminds me of Fat Albert. Big House, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Jamanadisima? Hamon Adisima, maybe. Hello. Hey, from Twitch. Hamon or Jamondis Ima. I don't know. Let me know how to pronounce it. Hi from Twitch. Nice to see someone on Twitch. Jump on. All right, let me scroll down here. Lonky Games is in here as well. Yo, Jerome, super busy lately, but love catching the stream when I can. Lonky Games, I always appreciate it. Love when you guys come and stop by and even say hello and just say what's going on. I appreciate it. Lonky, thank you for joining. Selwonk says, remove your hat and you won't be hot in your room. No, that's not going to, I'm still going to be hot in here for sure. Keystone says 85 here in Philly. Yeah, I think it's like 90 or 95 here in Chicago. All right. Jay Mills says just making moves and drinking Snapple. I haven't had a Snapple in a minute. It's been a while. Oddweight is in here. Sup, Jer? New hat. Who this? It's not a new hat. I've had this for, maybe 5+ years. I just take good care of my hats. Although this kind of needs a cleaning for sure. But Oddweight, welcome to the stream. Mint Arcade is in here at super late. Mint Arcade, what are you doing up so late? Go back to bed. Mint Arcade, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Jason is in here as well. Morning all. Good afternoon, but good morning to you, Jason. How's it going? Welcome. Keystone says, I just made two Note 20 Ultra videos. There you go. If anyone is interested. Man, Keystone, how much you pay for that phone, man? Isn't that super expensive phone? Mint Arcade says 3:13 a.m. Go to bed. Go to sleep. I woke up at 4:30 today. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get started here. Mint says, I want to know about the ZenFone 7. We'll talk about it. I think that is my second story. So wait for this first one. All right, let me get through these last couple chats. Just watch your battery test vid. You look different without a hat. Why is everyone making a big deal with me without a hat? Do I really look that different? Someone was like, man, I can't believe I missed your stream. You didn't have a hat on. It was like, okay, it's still me. I haven't changed. Do I really look that different without a hat? I'm not going to take my hat off now. My hair is too messy. Paul is in here. Damn, notification doesn't work. Finally, the hot weather's gone here. Well, it's you brought it here, Paul. Paul, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you. Okay, Keystone says I'm on a Verizon contract, so I can pay it off anytime I want. Well, great. Brian is in here as well. What up, everyone? What up, Brian? How's it going, man? I clicked the wrong comment in here. Should I get the Pixel 4a? I don't need it, but I want it. Oddweight, I don't need a Pixel 4a either, but I have it. So you take that for what you will. Okay, guys, we got to get started because I can't do OT today. I have somebody coming to to the apartment, and they're going to be hanging curtains and doing some other stuff. So, all right, let's get started. We're going to talk about the ZenFone 7 from ASUS. ASUS. Is it ASUS or ASUS? Nobody's given me a confirmation yet. This article from Anantech says ASUS announces the ZenFone 7 series, the triple flip camera hands-on. So I know that there is a predecessor to this, right? The ZenFone 6. Is that right? I really know nothing about this phone. I haven't read this article, so this is going to be me going in blind. Please, guys, anyone in here who has any info on it, please share. I actually said this was the second story, but now it's going to be the first because I already have it here. So what's crazy about it is this pop-up cam, right? This pop-up, it's a selfie cam and a rear cam. And I think it flip-flops depending on which way you want the camera, which I think honestly is a great innovation. That's some great technology. Why other people don't implement that, I'm sure it's because, oh, we don't want our phones to mechanically break prematurely. But I don't know. I would rather have this. I would rather have this look than a notch, a punch hole, a hole punch, a teardrop, a drop tear, a water drop, a drop water, a pill capsule, a capsule pill. You guys know what I'm talking about. I would rather have a pop-up cam and a full screen rather than any of those other alternatives that most people are using right now. But let's get into this story. Today, ASUS is announcing its follow-up to its innovative flip camera design that was first introduced last year with the ZenFone 6. So let me ask you, has anyone ever had the ZenFone 6? What about the other ones, the ZenFone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Were those any good? Have those like graduated into better phones over time? Like, was the ZenFone 6 that good to use? Is this ZenFone 7 gonna be top tier? I'm asking because I'm genuinely curious because I don't know much about it. Maybe I should just read the article, but I say that because I want to ask chat and see what their opinions are on it. So this year's ZenFone 7 series, consisting of the regular ZenFone 7 and the ZenFone 7 Pro, are sticking to the quite well-received and innovative flip camera design. You know what? If ASUS can get this going, if it is such a legit piece of hardware, technological improvement, and they continue to do this, maybe this will spur other companies to do something similar. Because, so yeah, we've had the selfie cams come up, right? But why not do something where you can flip the camera like that? I think that might even be better. Then you can give a great experience as a selfie cam using the optics of what a rear camera can give you. But I don't know, maybe there are like hindrances. Maybe it's better to have it fixed to the back. I don't know. We'll read on. We've also seen key specification improvements on the part of the phone itself, with an important shift from an LCD screen to a new 90 Hertz AMOLED display. That's great, as well as adoption of Qualcomm's newest Snap 865 and 865 Plus chipsets. Okay, so wow, they're giving you both. They're giving you the 865 and the 865 Plus, depending if you want the 7 or the 7 Pro. This year, the company is also releasing variants of the phone beyond higher DRAM and storage configs. The higher-end model features a higher bin SoC, as well as differentiates the camera systems by exclusively employing OIS, which is an interesting way to segment things. Wait, so the higher end is only going to have optical image stabilization, and the 7 is not? See, I don't agree with that. I figure you might as well give OIS to both of them. Not everyone is going to be able to afford a 7 Pro. And I don't know, we can say, well, tough it up, you're shit out of luck. You should just buy the 7 Pro and save the money. But I don't like that kind of answer to an issue like OIS. I feel like put OIS on both of the phones. Don't hinder the other phone. Don't cripple the other phone because you want people to spend the money on something. God damn it. So like, I don't sit even. This floor is not even. So I'm always rolling back no matter what I do. And it's very annoying. Sorry. I'll continue. So if we look at the specs here, the 7 has the 865, the 7 Pro has the 865 Plus, which is great. As far as RAM, you only get 6 gigs of RAM with the 7, but you get 8 with the 7 Pro. And then in terms of storage, 128 versus 256 gigs. So like right off the bat, the 7 Pro kind of screams buy me over the 7. Are those things deal breakers? Probably not to a lot of people. The 865 is a great SoC. 6 gigs versus 8 gigs, probably not. 128 versus 256, that might make a difference to some people. Sorry, I forgot to do not disturb my phone. So now it's do not disturb. So in terms of display, it looks like they have the same display, 6.67-inch AMOLED, 90 hertz refresh rate, 200 hertz touch sampling rate. Is that right? Or is it a sampling touch rate? Whatever it is. They both have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. They're both capable of 30-watt charging. So pretty high-end specs. As far as the camera, they're using the same sensor. Look at that though. See, this is something that bothers me. I don't know why they would do this. So the 7, even though it has the same sensor, does not have optical image stabilization. It doesn't have optical image stabilization on the main sensor or on the telephoto sensor either. So that kind of sucks right off the bat. I mean, maybe if you're somebody who doesn't care about the camera as much, then you can get the 7. But if you're somebody that uses OIS, and OIS can be implemented in so many ways, in photo, in video, maybe not as much in video. I think video is used better with a combination of OIS and EIS. I could be wrong though. It's been a while since I've done my homework and research on that. But I don't like the fact that they're going to eliminate OIS to the ZenFone 7. Why couldn't they just say the ZenFone 7 will have the 865, 6 gigs of RAM, and 128 gigs of storage only? Why remove OIS? Are they saving a ton of money removing OIS? Or is it because they really just want to push people to buy the 7 Pro? That kind of is a sticking point for me. I wish that was something they didn't do. So they both have the same wide sensor in it. The front camera looks like, well, yeah, the front camera it's a flip, right? It's a pop-up, so it'll flip to the front, to the back, to the side. Not the side, when you say front to back, sorry. Dumb joke. All right. Otherwise, looks like everything else is about the same. Starting off with the here of the phone. What is that supposed to mean? Am I missing something, or is that grammatically incorrect? The ZenFone 7 and 7 Pro employ Qualcomm's latest 865 and are thus 5G capable devices. ASUS here employs the newer, higher performance 865 Plus on the 7 Pro model, which brings with it 10% higher CPU and GPU performance thanks to the increased frequencies of those IP blocks. Further variations between the regular 7 and 7 Pro is in the DRAM and NAND storage department. The regular variant comes with 6 gigs, 128, UFS 3.1, while the Pro gets 8 and 256 gigs. The key selling point and differentiating factor of the 7, as opposed to other phones in the market right now, is the fact that it employs a full screen display without any notch or camera cutout, enabling a seamless screen experience without distractions. So this is a big plus for me. I love seeing this. I love the fact that you're going to get a full screen display. Yes, it does have bezels on it, but you still get a flat display. You don't get accidental touches. I think it looks good. The fact that there's no notch or teardrop or hole punch or whatever you want to call it is a big plus in my book. All right, continuing on. A big upgrade this year compared to last year's model is the shift from LCD to OLED, which makes this year's model significantly more attractive to users. That's a great thing. Also 90 hertz refresh rate. And then a 200 hertz sampling touch controller. So we just talked about that earlier as well. A glass back panel. I'm not going to read this entire thing because we already kind of went through the specs here. It's to be noted that this is a very large phone that is in line with the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the Galaxy S20 Ultra in terms of footprint. So keep that in mind. Quite a bit larger and chunkier than the Then the ZenFone 6. This is something that ASUS actively acknowledges as being a deliberate design choice so that they could fit in more components and a larger battery, as well as enable the various antennas required by 5G connectivity. All right, fair enough. All right, so they're talking about the camera here. I want them to talk about OIS. So on the ZenFone 7 Pro, the main camera as well as the telephoto module features OIS in their modules, whilst the regular ZenFone 7 doesn't feature this. We haven't seen such segmentation in some time by a vendor, but it's one of the cost-cutting measures that ASUS has decided to make for the cheaper model. I feel like if they wanted to save money, they should have picked something else than OIS. Why cripple the camera experience to the consumer by removing OIS? It doesn't sit well with me. It really doesn't. The last time I've seen anyone do that, I mean, I know there were probably other examples, but I am thinking about the iPhone. I think that was back in the day when you would buy the Pro, right? Was it the Pro or the Plus? The Plus. You'd buy the Plus version because that would have OIS, because the regular iPhone 7, or was it iPhone 8? I think iPhone 7 didn't have OIS. You'd have to buy the Plus model to get that. And that sucks because it forces you to buy the higher end version. Obviously, it doesn't force everybody, but somebody like me, it would force me to buy it because I'm like, well, I don't want to not have OIS. I want to have the best photos and the best videos, which is why I bought my Huawei P40 Pro Plus, because I wanted the best cameras on there. I wanted to use that optical, whatever. All right. Continuing on, the flip camera externally looks familiar with what we've seen on the ZenFone 6. So I've never seen the ZenFone 6. I don't know if I was out of the game, the phone game at that point, but I love this idea. I think that's such a great idea. The new module employs a new motor that's capable of 2.2 times the torque of its predecessor, even though it's 40% smaller. So when they say 2.2 times the torque, does it mean that it just flips faster? I guess that's something to think about too, is how quick will it flip from one to the other? Is that going to be a make or break moment where you're not able to, make use of the camera when you absolutely need it? Or I don't know, maybe it's a minuscule thing. I would love to see it in action. I would love to see it flip flop to see how quick it actually does its thing. I've never ASUS has also replaced the complex 49 signal and power cables that connect the various camera modules to the main board of the phone with a new 18-layer flexible printed circuit cable that promises to be twice as durable, even though the total signal traces has increased to 110 outputs. Nerd talk, but good to know. ASUS claims it's good enough for up to 200,000 flips, which is 100 flips a day for over 5 years. That's great. I love to hear that. I've never had the pleasure to get a hands-on with the ZenFone 6, but the camera mechanism on the 7 series feels very solid and robust. I would play with that flip feature all day. All day. I want one now. How much is this phone? I don't even know how much this thing costs. A new feature to the flip screen is its ability to position itself at intermediary angles. Oh, that's awesome. From within the camera app, giving you different capturing angles, which are essentially impossible for any other phone on the market. If you don't understand what they're saying, if I'm understanding that correctly, as it flips, you can either have it angle here, or whatever, right? Like you can have it angle back a bit. I don't know how many different angles, but that is such a cool feature. See, this is technology being used in ways that we're not seeing from other manufacturers. And I think that's great. How good are these cameras though? Does anyone know how good these cameras are? I mean, I know this phone just came out, but was the ZenFone 6, did that have good optics in it? Because even though it can do all these things, and these are great things to have on a phone, really, how good are the cameras on this phone? Are we talking pixel level? I would imagine if any phone was pixel level, we would have been hearing it. But I don't know much about this phone. So maybe they will talk about the camera quality, but I don't know. Beyond your typical fully flipped 180-degree setup in which the cameras can serve as high-quality frontal selfie cams, the module also can sit at a 90 degree or 135 degree angle. So three different angles. Oh wait, two different, whatever. The phone's panorama capture feature takes advantage of the flipping module to sweep the landscape whilst you hold the phone steady. Whoever wrote this article loves to use the word whilst. I think this is the third time I've seen this word put in here. The phone is quite thick at 9.6 millimeters, but that's mostly due to the 5,000 milliamp hour battery. That is a gigantic battery, which excuse me, which also bloats up the device to a 230 gram weight. I don't care much about how heavy the phone is. I like heavy phones. I think they make a phone feel more premium to me. That's my opinion. ASUS had put what I deem to be a quite unusual amount of focus on battery health of the device, and I found this to be a breath of fresh air amongst a crowd of vendors who seemingly just want to one-up themselves with absurd high charging speed. So 30-watt charging, I'm not going to get into that right now. I just want to see what else they talk about here. So they got rid of the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. The rationale about the change was that due to the increased internal footprint required by the 5G antennas. To me, that whatever all this says right now, we got rid of the headphone jack because their rationale about the change was that due to the increased internal foot. That just sounds like bullshit to me, if you ask me. One thing that's unique on the bottom of the phone is that it features an LED notification light. This has an LED notification light. This phone has a lot of things on it going for it that I like. All I need to read here is that it has dual front firing speakers, and I'm sold. But didn't want to abandon the light completely, so they just repositioned it to the bottom of the phone. This is actually quite useful and a more power efficient way to handle things than an always on display, so I do appreciate this detail. I didn't even realize another company was still making an LED notification light. That's great. The right side sees a traditional volume rocker as well as a triple function power button. ASUS opted for a capacitive fingerprint scanner integrated into the power button. I wonder how good that is. It's one of the cost-cutting measures allowing the ZenFone to hit a lower price point beyond the traditional single press power button function. Dual pressing the button calls up the assistant, and you can customize or disable this functionality. Wait a minute. What about the speakers? Are we missing that? I want to know now if this has front firing speakers. There's no search for speakers on here. No, can anyone tell me what the speakers are on this phone? Is it just like one bottom firing speaker? And then, so I'm assuming this earpiece is a tweeter for a speaker. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's one here. So probably, okay. Interesting though. This phone it looks like it has a lot going for it. There's no talk here about the price. I'm not getting a price on here either. Availability and exact pricing of the ZenFone 7 and 7 Pro to be updated shortly after the official launch. So what did the 6 sell for? Was there a 6 Pro as well? Or was it just a ZenFone 6? Interesting. I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool phone. It's different. I like the technology involved. I love that flip-up cam. I love the fact that there's an LED notification light. Huge battery, OLED display, 90 Hertz refresh rate, 865 plus chipset. I mean, they look like pretty good specs. I'm wondering how good the camera is going to be. All right, let me get into chat here. Let me say hi to people I didn't say hi to. See what's going on. Let me scroll down. Sorry, guys. I know I'm not going to be able to get to every single chat, but I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. All right, let me scroll down. Oddway says if the curtain people mess up, say something, Jerome. Like mounting it too high. Thank you, Oddway. Thank you. Paul says, and fixing, quote, the thing that shall not be named, hopefully. Hopefully. I hope that's going to happen today. I'll let you guys will know tomorrow if that happens. Okay. Let's see here. Jay Mill says a 3-lens flip camera. I don't see the benefit, but the technology is decent. Fair enough. Like, yeah, I don't know how many people would be using the 3 cameras in the front, but I don't know. Maybe there is. I don't know. Mint Arcade says ZenFone series has always been has been always a great value. That's good to know. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to price this phone at. I love this. I just think that's such a, I don't know, it's different. I like it. Deepak says, I had the ZenFone 6. Battery and software were awesome, but I did not like its camera quality. There you go. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you for somebody who's had personal experience with it. Maybe the 7 will be better. I guess we'll wait and see. Ted says, you can't see the benefit? You mean you can't see the notch on the display? You like notches? Also, you don't need an inferior selfie camera. Fair enough, Ted. Fair enough. That is a good point. That's a good point. All right. Let me see here. Mint Arcade says ZenFone 6 is the first one with a front. Wait, what's a frop? What am I missing here? And it was very good at its category. Plenty good review last year. Thank you guys. Thank you for sharing your input here. Brian says most front cameras need to be wider due to the COVID lifestyle. There you go. Deepak says Deepak E. How's it going? Deepak E. Were you not Deepak P? Did you change your name, Deepak? If we flip the camera 100 times a day, also it lasts for 6 years, 5 years. I think that's what it said. Nice, innovative technology. That's great, though. Brian says no OIS is a no-go for me. Me too. I wouldn't buy the 7 because of no OIS. I would be forced to buy the 7 Pro at this point. Salwong says the Samsung Galaxy A80 camera is kind of similar to the ZenFone 7. Thank you for sharing. I don't even know anything about the A80. Jay Mills says notches or camera cutouts don't bother me. I don't really care for my camera movie. Then again, I'm a different type of user, so there's that. Again, see, people have different priorities. So there you go. Oh, camera moving. Gotcha. Mint Arcade says, bear in mind, it should be cheaper than the OnePlus 8. That's good to know. I'm looking forward to seeing the price they put on that. Vizikos is in here. Vizikos, how's it going? ASUS did a good job, in my opinion, but damn, that hate for 3.5 millimeters. There you go. The jack is disappearing like the dinosaurs. That's right, Deepak. All right, let me see here. Keystone Tech says all the bells, all the whistles. All right, let me scroll down. I see you guys talking amongst each other, which is great. I lost my place. Mint Arcade says, Jerome, check back older links that I sent you. Hint. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I have 8 million things going on. I know. I'm behind on everything and everyone, and I'm sorry. Brian says, hopefully Gcam helps them a bit. Fair enough. Team Varai, whilst. Rastaman, Guada, Rastaman. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. Welcome. The ultra wide is the same optic than the Pixel. Oh, wait. Is that confirmed? This ultra wide camera that's going to be on here, is this the same ultra wide that's going to be on the Pixel 5? What is it? This IMX 360. Well, wait. Isn't the IMX 363 the main sensor on the Pixel right now, the 12.2? So are they? I'm confused. So does the IMX 363 use? They have a main and a wide and an ultra wide? Or they're able to... Somebody clear this up for me, please. There's something I'm obviously missing here. Maybe they can use that same sensor and give it a main or give it an ultra wide look to it. Big House says, yes, Flossie Carter reviewed the ZenFone 6 and showed how the camera module can move in different angles. Cool stuff. So I'm glad that it was able to do that back then too. Yeah, Team Verizon says really concerned about the durability of the flip cam, but I know they do say you can flip it 100 times a day, but really, like, I guess you're always going to have to question that kind of durability. Ruben is in here. Ruben, what's going on? What up, Jerome? What up, Phone Jerome fam? Dave Lee had a video on YouTube comparing the ASUS 6 and 7. I'll have to check that out. Dave Lee is somebody I do watch, so I'll have to check that out. Thank you for sharing that, Ruben. Welcome to the stream. Rastaman says the wide is the IMX 686. But why did they mess this up then? Rastaman, because this is saying the main is the IMX 686. And they're saying the wide is the IMX 363. Rastaman also says stereo speakers. Really? But they're not front facing, right? Are they both front facing or not? Curious. Vizico says bottom and earpiece, not symmetrical stereo, but oh well. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, I would rather have that than just have a mono speaker, right? Or one down firing speaker. So like, I'll take that. I'll take that over just a single firing bottom speaker. Sean is in here. What up? What up, Sean? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Mint Arcade says 6 is about $500. Yes, dual speakers, but bottom is louder. That's fine for me. I'll take it. Deepak says there was a non-pro version in the 6, but different RAM and memory tiers. There you go. All right. Let me scroll down here. Fear the Roof 42. You changed your name. You changed your name back. Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Sorry, Jerome. Team One Poogle confused my entire Gmail contact list. That's fine. So went back to Fear the Roo. You're good. You're good. Mint Arcade says frop equals flip. I gotcha. Mint Arcade, go to sleep. Go to sleep. I'm done talking about the ZenFone 7. I mean, feel free to stay. Feel free to hang out, but that's your call. Fear the Roof 42 says, Jerome, best camera for a mid-range priced phone, last year's flagships. Wife is looking for a great camera for our son. Video is optional, not necessary. She's concerned with the Pixel for good reason. Like, okay, so if video is not a concern and you're looking for a mid-range priced phone, I really, it's going to be hard for me to not recommend the Pixel 4a or the Pixel 4a 5G. I mean, so far the quality on here has been pretty good on this Pixel 4a, Fear the Roo. Like I really have not had any issues with it so far. A little lag here and there depending on the apps I'm using, but other than that, it's been pretty solid. Oh, no. I will say, I've had some issues with my AirPods Pro with my Pixel 4a. Sometimes the volume isn't loud when I first pair it up. And then sometimes, like today, I wasn't able to skip tracks with it. And I don't know if that's the Pixel 4a's problem or the AirPods problem. But if you are not looking into a Pixel, and that's you're looking for a mid-range priced phone with a good camera, what else can I recommend? I mean, the OnePlus is going to be, if you can find a OnePlus for $400, that's going to be a great deal, but you're not going to get photo quality like the Pixel, at least in terms of like night shots, maybe day shots with Gcam. So maybe if that's good enough, that should be fine. If you can find a OnePlus 7 Pro or OnePlus 7T Pro for $400 like they've been showing. Otherwise, what about like an S10? I'm sure they have S10s at good prices. I think the S10 is a pretty decent camera, right? If I'm not mistaken, or even, I don't know, I think S20s are still too expensive right now. But yeah, I think those are the only things I can really think of as far as a great camera. So I don't know if that really helps you, but maybe it can help, kind of slice things down. Brian says, is the Pixel 4a the Pixel GOAT? I can't say that right now. I actually, you know what? The 4a 5G might be the GOAT. It depends on two things. It depends on how much better that processor is, and it depends on how good that ultra wide camera is. That might be the GOAT at $500. So I'm waiting for that phone. I probably will buy the 5 anyway, just to test it out. And I'll probably return the 5. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I will probably buy that 4a 5G and I'll probably buy the 5. And then I can give you a real assessment of which one is worth it. Is the 5 worth $700? Is the 4a 5G worth $500? And if you had to pick only one, which one would be the best buy? I think that's going to be fair. I think that'll be good and informative. Plus, I would love to really just test out both of them. Fear the Roof 42 says, did I read that Google was going to make Gcam for exclusively Google in the near future? I read something similar to that. I read that they said that Google didn't want to, something about third-party camera usage. So like, let's say you wanted to use, I don't know what other third-party usages there are, third-party apps. I think what signaled it to me was, what's his name? Leaving Google. the guy who kind of ran a lot of the computational AI stuff. Not Rick Osterloh. What's his name? I forgot his name now. But because he's working on an app for Adobe, maybe that's what they're doing. They're trying to like limit other. I don't know though. I don't know for sure. I don't know if it's gonna like make Gcam gone, but like Gcam is a like add-on, right? It's something you do. You offload it. You side load it, whatever. So I think Gcam is still going to be here to stay. People will figure a way to still use Gcam. But that's as far as I know. All right. Really quick, guys. If you guys are here in chat, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Hitting that like button helps me algorithmically, aka I think it helps people find the stream. So please, it's a way to support. Hit that thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, why are you not subscribed to the best channel on the internet today? Guys, hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. I do stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. And last but not least, if you are in the chat and you notice people with green in their name, that's because they are part. I'm trying to pull the photo up. They are part of the Phone Jerome fam, and you can be one too for as little as 99 cents a month. All you got to do is click that blue join button. You'll get the red Chicago star next to your name. You'll get to use custom emoji. You'll get your name in every single one of my intros and outros of my live streams. And at the end of the day, it's just a way to support. All you got to do is click that blue join button. If you can't find that blue join button, you can go to youtube.com/Phone Jerome/join. That is all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do in terms of marketing. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled program. We're 41 minutes in. I only have about an hour and maybe 5-10 minutes max. So let's get into the next story here. What I got is the LG Wing. We talked about this. We talked that LG was talking about making something grandiose, doing something big and crazy. And I didn't realize that there was going to be a leak this early. So this article from The Verge says LG Swiveling Wing phone allegedly revealed in a video leak. I haven't seen this video. I'll make sure to keep this muted. Oh, so this is a legit, somebody has this already. What? What? Hold on. So this is the extra screen behind it. Wait. I'm not gonna lie, that looks kind of cool. I don't know how useful it would be, but that looks kind of cool. All right, let's watch that one more time. So it's swiveled to the side. Is there a screen behind here, or is it just this? Do you just get this part right here? Huh. I like it. I don't know if it's going to be useful though, but like, would a folding phone be more useful than that? This is different. I like this technology. Look at this. First the ZenFone 7 and then now the Wing. I mean, to be fair, the ZenFone was already a thing, but still. Earlier this year, LG was reported to be working on a dual-screen phone codenamed Wing with a swiveling design. Android Authority now claims to have an exclusive video of the phone in action. I can only imagine whoever leaked that and whoever's hand is in there is going to be in huge trouble. They're going to cut his hand off. His hand is going to be gone for the sake of a leak. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. While a previous Wing mockup showed a smaller screen at the bottom with a larger screen positioned in landscape orientation, this video shows how the device could work with the main screen in portrait and the secondary screen off to the side. Okay, so it can do it both ways, yes? In the video, a driver is using the larger screen for GPS navigation with music controls on the second screen. Then when a phone call comes in, it's handled on the smaller display without obscuring the driving directions. It's a neat use case that seems like it would make a lot of sense in this scenario. It does. I would love to use that. Of course, the biggest question is what trade-offs LG has had to make with the Wing's design. The video doesn't show the swiveling action in motion, nor how bulky the device is compared to a conventional phone. Software support would also be crucial, as we've seen with LG's dual screen phones like the G8X and the Velvet. Still, this is a unique idea and we're here for it. Hopefully we find out more soon. The phone is reportedly planned for release this year. I didn't know it was going to be released this year already. It's I like the technology. I think it's cool. I'm just trying to think of what I would use it for. What would I really use this? I mean, for a car, I guess. I don't own a car, so it wouldn't be handy for me. But maybe for something else. Very interesting. All right, let me get back into chat. There's not much. I've caught up. I'm glad. Deepak says my OnePlus Nord with Gcam developer by Ernix takes very similar photos compared to the Pixel 4. In fact, now I got a Pixel with Oxygen OS. There you go. What about at night, Deepak? Are the night shots just as good? I would love to see what you got. I'd love to have you show me some of your photos, Deepak. Let me know. Fear the Roof 42 says, Jerome, while I know it's not quite the same, I shared your YouTube page on my Facebook account, hoping it brings you some well-deserved followers. Fear the Roof 42, I appreciate the support. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, I know you guys are not obligated to do stuff like that, but thank you so much for sharing the love, sharing the support. It does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. All right. Let's move on. I said that very loud. Let's move on. The next story here is from Android Authority. That says Microsoft Surface Duo unboxing. What do you get for $1,400? I didn't realize this phone got released to people already. A lot of people are getting all these free phones and stuff. Like, I don't get shit. So let me see here. I think this phone I like the look of this Microsoft Surface Duo. Yes, I know it doesn't have NFC. I know that it's lacking quite a few things. I know the camera is probably garbage. Maybe garbage is not the right word. The camera is subpar, aka garbage. Microsoft's Surface Duo phone tablet thingy just showed up on our doorstep. We're pretty stoked to see the company's new vision for a phone years after it abandoned its own hardware and operating system. But almost equally interesting to Microsoft's take on Android is the hardware sporting two independent displays versus the bendable single-screen foldable devices we've become accustomed to seeing. I've said this before. The reason I like this, the reason I would buy this over a foldable phone is the fact that it just doesn't look like two phones were sandwiched together like this, right? They're actually 4x3 displays, so they look more like a productivity phone, more like a tablet-esque kind of phone. And I would rather have that than have two phones sandwiched together like this, because I don't know. Honestly, to me, that looks kind of silly. To me, it looks silly. I'm not, if you have one of those, I'm not saying you're silly. I just think personally for me, it's not a look that I would rock. The same reason that some of you would rather not wear a hat. It's all preference. It's all subjective. I'm trying to reason here, saying a hat and no hat is the same as a Surface Duo and a Galaxy Z Fold, or whatever they're called. Z Fold, Flip Max, Flip Flop, Hopscotch, Rock the Box. Take a look at our Microsoft Surface Duo unboxing. All right. So equally jarring is how wide this phone is. Yeah, obviously the phone's going to be wide. It's a 4x3 display. Even when put into a single screen orientation, it's about a third wider than most phones you're probably used to. Yes, because it's a 4x3 display. We know this. You'll have to have your hands spread pretty wide to hold it. Yes, because it's a wider phone. That I'm just being annoying at this point. It's clear that Microsoft wants you to use this phone with two hands like a book. I can see why the company is hesitant to call it a phone since it feels more like a tablet. At the end of the day, it still does most of the things a standard Android phone would do. So a single USB-C port at the bottom. A side-mounted fingerprint reader, power button, and volume rockers on the right. The top is devoid of any buttons or ports. The hinge sits on the left. I think it's a well-designed phone, to be honest with you. The Surface Duo screens are 5.6-inch AMOLED panels with hefty bezels on the top and bottom. There's also a single 5-megapixel camera with a flash on the right. The phone is made almost completely out of glass and metal, which makes it feel super premium. I really like this, but it does make me worry that it would shatter pretty easily if dropped. That's probably why Microsoft included a silicone bumper in the box. So an 18-watt fast charger with USB-C to USB-C cable. Besides that, there's not a lot going on here. This is obviously an extremely unique device, but my real interest comes in the software. We're not allowed to discuss that just yet, but I'm curious to see how Microsoft handles Android across 2 displays. That's great. So there's the unboxing. Not much to share. Just thought I'd show it. Part of the story, part of our articles today. That's it. Let's go ahead and wow. Edgar Hernandez. I just saw color pop up on my screen. Edgar Hernandez became a new YouTube member. Edgar, welcome to the Phone Jerome fam. You now have the ability to use all the cool features of being part of the Phone Jerome fam. Edgar, thank you, man. Thank you for the support. Tony joined yesterday. Edgar is now part of the fam. Edgar, feel free to use the custom emoji, and now you have the red Chicago star and you get the green in your name. Edgar, thank you so much for the support, man. Really, I obviously, yes, I do this to market or whatever, but Edgar, thank you. Thank you for being a supporter. Thank you for, showing a little love and doing that. I mean, you recently super chatted as well. So Edgar, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Welcome to the Phone Jerome fam. Thank you. And glad to have you here. Hopefully you will be a continuing regular member. It's always nice to have people come by and stick around, and it's great to see that. So Edgar, thank you so much. All right. Deepak says, where can I share my photos, Jerome? You can email me if you'd like. You can do hello@phonejerome. Sorry, I do own phonejerome.com, but right now it's hello@jeromeortega.com, or just DM me on Twitter, or you can tag me on Instagram if you have Instagram, all at Phone Jerome. You can find me there. Let me see here. Team Verizon says, I don't really, click the wrong thing. Team Verizon says, I don't really care about the bezels, to be honest. The top and bottom bezels of this, is that what you're saying? Did I not really take a look at that? Have I been oh yeah, those are pretty fat bezels on the top and bottom. But I guess with a wide phone, I'm not trying to defend it, but yeah. Anyway, I hear you, Team Verizon. That makes sense. Okay, Edgar says, I've been wanting to support this way, but I kept forgetting. Edgar, it's all good, man. Thank you. Thank you so much again. Thank you. All right. Viziko says, I'm sorry, Microsoft, but LG did dual screen first, better and cheaper than you. Reduced thickness doesn't make this better than the Velvet and for double the price. Fair enough, Vizikos. I see your point. Although, again, I will say I do prefer a wider display if we're doing a dual display kind of thing than having a taller, thinner, but that's just me. Okay. Fear the Roof 42 says I'm poor. Fear the Roof 42. Don't worry about it, man. You're good. I treat everybody with the same level of respect and love. I'll just give you a hard time about not supporting me the way you should support. I'm just kidding. All right. Let me go ahead and go on. We are 53 minutes in. I want to get through the rest of these stories, or at least what I have here. So this article from the Next Web, is it the Next Web? Yes. iPhone 12 Pro Max leak suggests it'll get a 120 Hertz display and Lidar supported autofocus. Ooh, what? Lidar supported autofocus? This is new? Is it? Or is this something that they've been using on the iPad Pro already? The big thing here that I really enjoy is seeing this 120 Hertz. The only thing that sucks about this is now I'm going to be forced to buy a 12 Pro Max instead of a 12 Pro. The reason I have a 12 Pro, or the reason I have an 11 Pro instead of The reason I have an 11 Pro instead of an 11 Pro Max is because the camera experience is the same. I don't need a bigger display. I don't need a bigger battery because I'm very happy with what the 11 Pro gives me. But now that if this rumor is true that the 12 Pro Max will get a 120 Hertz display, if it's going to improve the autofocus on the camera, I got to get the better camera. Sucks. Now I'm going to have to spend more than $1,000 on a phone. I thought this was going to be the only phone I was going to be spending more than $1,000 on. Now I'm blah. How much am I going to spend? $1,200? The coronavirus pandemic has caused a delay in Apple's Marques Brownlee iPhone event. I'm kidding. Marquee iPhone event held in September every year. However, we're starting to get glimpses of what features Apple's next flagship products might sport. According to a new leak from tipster John Intel processor, the iPhone 12 Pro Max will have a display with a 120 Hertz refresh rate, slimmed down notch, Lidar supported autofocus in its cameras, and support for recording 240 frames per second video at 4K resolution. Wait a minute. Those are some pretty nice specs. 120 Hertz refresh rate, slimmer notch, Lidar supported autofocus, although I don't know how good that's going to be. But support for recording 240 frames per second at 4K. That's nice to see. Wow. Okay. Processor has clarified in his video that all the info is based on a performance verification testing unit of the 6.7-inch iPhone 12 Pro Max. So if Apple finds that any of the features are not working as intended, they might not end up in the final product. The video also talks about other camera features of the upcoming phone, such as advanced noise reduction. Oh my God, look at that. I knew this isn't surprising. I mean, we should have seen this coming, but look at that. Advanced noise reduction and enhanced night mode on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Maybe on the iPhone 12 Pro, possibly on the iPhone 12. I'm making this a point because I'm talking to you, Google. I'm talking to you because is the Pixel 5 going to be improving with advanced noise reduction? Is it going to be improving with enhanced night mode? Are you going to be improving video on the Pixel 5? If the answer to that is no, what is the excuse there? iPhone 12 is going to be $1,000 for the iPhone 12 Pro, and ours is only $700. But yes, you're already skimping on the processor. You're skimping on the John processor. Again, how many times am I going to say this? Yes, the cameras are excellent on the Pixel phones, but I don't want to see the same camera experience over and over and over. Give us an upgrade. Give us a proper upgrade. Give us a proper upgrade. Give us a proper upgrade. That's it. That's all I got. This iPhone article ended up me complaining about the Pixel 5. I'm still excited for the Pixel 5, guys. I'm still excited for the Pixel 4a 5G. I want a better camera. Team Rice says Marquee Brownlee event with the John Intel processor. That's right. That's goddamn right. All right. I got one article left for you guys, and this is a different article here. This article is from Business Insider. Elon Musk hints at major developments in battery technology in 3 to 4 years that could make next-gen electric planes possible. Would you be a pioneer in riding an electric plane? Would you do that? I don't know if I would do that. I mean, I don't really fear being on planes, not as much as I used to, but I still kind of get nervous here and there. I don't know if I would hop on a battery powered plane just yet. Maybe after a couple years and after I knew it was safe. Although I don't know, freak accidents happen all the time. I don't know. I'm glad to see the technology being available. So Elon Musk suggested major developments coming to the company's battery technology over the next few years. Musk hinted that Tesla will be able to mass produce batteries with an energy density of 400 I don't know what this is, watt hours over kilograms in the next 3 to 4 years. A more than 50% jump in capacity as compared with the batteries Tesla currently uses for its Model 3. That's great. Last year, Musk said that for battery-powered flight to become as viable as traditional kerosene-powered jets, batteries need to achieve an energy density of at least 400 watt hours per kilogram, I guess. Analysts expect Tesla to announce advances in battery and powertrain technology at the company's Battery Day set to take place on September 22. I think that's all. Oh, here we go. No, it doesn't say what that is. So the Tesla Model 3 right now has a density of 260, and they're trying to get 400 for a plane. I mean, it's great. Again, I love seeing things that are improving technology. I'm not going to read the whole article. We're at our hour here. It's a busy day, folks. Busy day. I spent a lot of time yesterday making that video, that battery video for the Pixel. And then I had to make my fasting video today. And I got the curtain guy coming and I got other videos to make. And I'm a very busy person. You guys don't care. I feel like you guys are like, so entertain me, give me news all day. I think it was Team Mirai yesterday. I think it was during the outro that said all streams should be 3 hours. And I'm like, man, I would do 3-hour streams if I got paid for it. If I made enough money to do a 3-hour stream, I would give you guys 3-hour daily streams because I could literally sit here and talk all day and talk tech and talk with you guys in chat and have a conversation. I love it. I love doing this. I wish I could sit here all day and do it, but I can't. Brian with the $1 super chat. Brian, thank you, man. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the support as always. Brian on his continued streak of super chats, whatever he's at, Brian's always supporting. Brian, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the support. You guys have been so generous lately. I'm very thankful. Guys, thank you. Tectonic is in here. LG? Question mark? We talked about LG Tectonic. Where were you? Why are you always late, bro? Tectonic, I'm talking to you. Why are you not answering me? You can watch it in replay, Tectonic. Yeah, we talked about the LG Wing. We talked about the ZenFone 7. We talked about the iPhone 12 Pro with maybe 120 Hertz. Brian also says, hells no. If something went wrong, it would be instant death. Yes, it would be. They better have major redundancies on board. Yeah, like 8,000 other batteries. Yeah, I don't know. All right. I was gonna go. I'm gonna end it. I'm ending it, but I wanted to show you one more thing. Oh, so like I did talk about the battery, right, for the Pixel 4a, and I said I was only gonna do a week for the battery on this 4a, but I before we kind of like shut that off because I'm not gonna do it every day anymore. I gave you guys a glimpse of what the battery life is on the 4a, and I hope that was helpful. I hope it gave you, Ruben with the $7 super chat. Ruben, thank you, man. Thank you for the support. I love that Ruben has like this fixed $7. Every time I like go through the super chats, I'm like, oh, it's always Ruben. When it's 7, I know it's Ruben. Ruben, thank you, man. Thank you for the $7 super chat. Thank you so much for the support. Are you not entertained, Gladiator voice? Ruben, don't take my super chat away, but I've never watched The Gladiator, so I can't do it in that voice. I think you guys would be surprised at how many movies I have not seen. Never seen Gladiator, never seen 300, never seen what other movies that people get mad at me when they say I haven't seen? I've never seen Star Wars. I've never seen Harry Potter. I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I've never seen. So like, do you see where I'm going with these? I don't watch those quote epic movies. I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but I'm not going to get into that right now. I don't get into those movies for some. Brian says, you better watch that shit, Jerome. I know. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I mean, maybe one of these days. Anyway, what I was trying to say is I will give you one last day of battery updates for my Pixel 4a. I will still log them maybe for my own personal account, but so you guys saw that video, or maybe some of you saw that video where I took an entire week and gave the results of my Pixel 4a. For the most part, I averaged around 5 to 5.5 hours of screen on time, and I had the charger off of the phone for over 24 hours. In most cases, between 24 and 30 hours, and in some other cases, 36 hours to 48 hours. So like even up to 2 days of battery life if I didn't use the screen too much. So for this final recording, I have 14% battery left, and this was done this morning at 6:14 a.m. 14% battery left, and you can see here I had 5.5 hours of screen on time. 5.5 hours of screen on time with 14% battery left on my Pixel 4a. Incredible battery, guys. Incredible battery. And then if you want to see the breakdown on that, you'll see 14%, but you'll see here, this was not over 24 hours. I was using a lot of YouTube on here 21 hours ago, or it lasted off the charger for 21 hours. So I figured out that I didn't use YouTube for 9 hours of screen on time, but this was used for, this 9 hours shows up because I use Chromecast. And I think it plugs that time frame down there. Anyway, Spotify for 3.5 hours. So like the reason I use Spotify for 3.5 hours is yesterday, even though as busy as I get, I went for an 1.5 hour walk in the morning yesterday. And then I went for almost a 2-hour walk later in the afternoon. Let me explain that. So I walked yesterday. I think I walked for 9 miles, 9 or 10 miles. And I don't do it because like I'm just trying to do insane cardio. I do it because when I get stressed out, especially when I have a ton of work to do, sometimes this is my way of like, before when I used to get stressed out, I would eat. That's usually what I would do. I'd go eat and I would eat like 8 million calories. And then I realized that's not the best thing. So like now I go for a walk and it kind of helps clear my head. And so like, anyway, I'm just sharing. I'm way past where I should be going by now. But anyway, Instagram, 48 minutes, Chrome, 24 minutes, and then a little bit of the camera. So that was my experience with the Pixel 4a on day 8 or whatever day this was. But again, pretty much the same. I am able to get plus, I'm usually able to get 24 plus hours off the charger. I'm able to get 4.5, or I'm able to get 5-ish to 5.5 plus hours of screen on time. So really good battery life on the Pixel 4a. Again, highly recommended phone for a $350 price point. Not a lot of other phones at that price can beat it. And then we got the camera too to talk about, which I'm going to do a camera comparison for you guys live, maybe tomorrow, just depends on what I can put together today. So let me get back up here and check chat. Team Verizon says, everyone, we need to have Jerome do a live stream movie react. No, well, first of all, that would completely get demonetized. There's no way that was gonna. Tectonic says, and at least stream 4 hours a day. I would only stream that long if I actually made enough money that would warrant 4 hours a day of streaming. There's no way. Vizico says, Jerome, why are you talking to us? Go watch those movies. I don't even have time. I don't even have time to watch those movies, guys. You guys are giving me so much shit. Let me see. Brian says, yeah, see, Paul says, haha, when he got time. It's not happening. Brian says, imagine if you got revenge on Google, Jerome, for not giving you phones. Gladiator is a revenge story. Revenge is sweet. Watch it, Jerome. Maybe if I get the time one day, I'll watch it. If you guys pay me, just kidding. I'm not, please don't. Do not do that. Don't. Tana is in here. Tana, what's going on, man? Yo, Brian Lau and Jerome. Tana, what's going on, man? How you doing? Nice to see you. Tana, when are we gonna grab lunch, man, or dinner, or drinks, or whatever? Let's plan that soon. I know. Well, I don't know how you feel right now with COVID. I don't know if I have fatigue from COVID, but like I wouldn't mind hanging out, like obviously outdoors, like grab a beer or something. If you're ever free, Tana, hit me up, man. Let me know. I would love to get together. Maybe we can work on something, do something together. That would be fun, man. I mean, you know, Chicago sticks together, bro. I know you probably don't like my Cubs hat right now, but all right, let me see. Let me scroll down here. Y is in here. Y, what's going on? The Xperia 8 Lite that was just announced is very bad. Thank you, Y. I did see an article about that, but I didn't read into that. Thank you, Y. BCP is in here. BCP, what's going on? Good info on the 4A battery life. Thank you, BCP. Alzon shows that were you trying to text to type there? It shows that even when it's not a flagship chip in the Android space, Snapdragon is king in battery power management. Like I am, so BCP, for sure. One thing I'm very surprised how good the battery is. I did not expect, to be completely honest, I did not expect to have the charger off 24 plus hours on the Pixel 4a. I really didn't. I didn't think that was going to be a thing. I'm really surprised at how good the battery life is on there. But yeah, I couldn't be more happy with the experience I've had so far on my 4A. Honestly, it just makes me more excited to get the 4A 5G because I really want to test out the bigger display with the bigger battery and that extra ultra wide camera. I'm really looking forward to that. And the processor to see how the 765G chipset fares against the 730. Tana with a $5 super chat. Tana, man, thank you. God, you guys are so generous. God, I'm like taken aback at your guys' support. Really, I am. Tana with a $5 super chat that says, "Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan. Been working on this project for Atlantic Music, dude. Are you serious? That's awesome, man. By the way, I put my SIM back in my 4A. That's great. Why'd you put it back in the 4A? The 4A is doing it for you, isn't it? I know you got the phone for free from Google, but man, it just goes to show. I'm guessing you're just enjoying the experience. But Tana, thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Drinks on me or lunch is on me when we meet up, man. For sure. There you go. Brian also says, check out Tana's review on the 4A. Yeah, guys, please do that. Please support another Chicago YouTuber, another, not only a YouTuber, but just not only a tech YouTuber, but a musician, another creative. If there's anything that I respect more in this world, it's other creatives. So please do yourselves a favor. Check Tana out. He's a great guy as well. It's funny that we live so close together and we still haven't met yet. We've done a live stream now, but we're gonna have to do that as well. So all right, let me scroll down here. Yeah, Tana says it's a great phone, Pixel 4a, for sure. So okay, before I go, and I know I meant to leave earlier, but I want to do one more thing. I know I was going to show you guys, I was going to do a camera comparison, but I wanted to do something really quick. Just one little snippet of the Huawei P40 Pro Plus and the Pixel 4a. Give me 1 second here for me to, okay, I'm not sharing it. So I'm going to pull this up really quick. All right. I want to just show you one photo comparison. Okay. One photo comparison. This photo here is the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. This photo here is my $1,300 P40 Pro Plus. Okay. Colors look good. Looks very detailed. If you scroll in, you can see it's a very dark, contrasty kind of shot. The greens are really rich. You can see the shadows aren't like as pronounced. They're not like blown out or anything. I think the colors are good. So the next photo I'll show you is the Pixel 4a. Sorry, my voice. The Pixel 4a, right? So you can see this photo is a little different here. This photo is warmer. You can see it's yellower, while the Huawei P40 Pro Plus is a cooler side, right? So you can even see this is even richer and deeper in colors, in the shadows, much greener, deeper blues. So you can see that this even here is, you see more white than blue on there on the Pixel 4a. Again, Huawei P40 Pro Plus, Pixel 4a, P40 Pro Plus, Pixel 4a. Now here's the thing. All right. This is what I want to share with you. For people who don't know, the P40 Pro Plus incorporates or employs a 10 times optical zoom. 10 times optical zoom. All right. What I wanted to do is I wanted to zoom in on this right here. There's a guy here. All right. There's a guy here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you the zoom on the Pixel 4a. All right. So here's the Pixel 4a zoomed in. This is a 7 times zoom. This is the most zoom it can do, 7 times. So Pixel 4a, right? It's not bad. It isn't bad. Let me show you again how far away that Pixel 4a is. It's right here. I can't flip flop him back. I can't flip flop back and forth because I'm going to show you the P40 Pro Plus, and I don't want to give that away. So again, that's the Pixel 4a from that far away, and then keep that in mind. Keep that picture in mind. That is the 7 times zoom, right? Not bad. Not bad. Now, let me show you P40 Pro Plus. So here's the P40 Pro Plus again, right? And then 10 times optical zoom. Optical zoom. Check this shit out. This is the quality 10 times zoomed in on the P40 Pro Plus. This is how far away it is here. P40 Pro Plus. Pixel 4a. P40 Pro Plus. Pixel 4a. P40 Pro Plus. Okay, like I know that a lot of people don't use optical or zoom or whatever, but that zoom is incredible. That zoom is incredible. This is why, that's one of the reasons I bought this phone. This is the photo comparison I've been wanting to give you guys because I wanted to share that with you. Yes. Obviously, this is a $1,300 phone. This is a $350 phone. And this phone is amazing at $350. And it does so many things right. It does a ton of things right at this price point. Better than other phones, double the price. But the optical, the zoom on this is fantastic. And to be honest with you, if I'm looking, if we go back to these pictures, and I'm not talking about the zoom here because obviously, yes, the P40 Pro Plus is great. You guys should see the other photos that I took with the telephoto zoom on it. It is incredible how good it is for that far away. I want to sit here and I want to show you the other ones, but I don't have all of them set up yet. Maybe I'll show you one more. I'll show you one. Maybe. Hold on. But like if I go through this picture and this one, P40 Pro Plus, Pixel 4a. So I think this photo is a little bit too dark, but I do prefer the deep colors and the contrast in it. I like it. This is more natural looking. It is on the warmer side. This actually might be the more realistic one. I would love something in between this and this. They're both great. They both have great detail. They both look very, very good. All right, let me do, see, I can't help myself. This guy's going to be coming in like 8 minutes and all right, let me just let me show you one more. Let me see if I can pull this up really quick. See, I knew you guys would probably enjoy this. I'm guessing you guys would enjoy this. Let me see if I can find it. Shit, I don't think I have it. Oh, I have this one, but this one's not as good. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this real quick. You guys talk amongst yourselves and let me see if I can pull this up for you. Give me a second, guys. Oh, is that it? Yeah. Shit. Yes, this is it, I think. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. I know for anybody who's sitting here and is wondering what is Jerome doing, if you just popped in, I am doing a photo comparison between two camera phones, the Huawei P40 Pro Plus and the Pixel 4a. But I am giving them one more set so they can get their eyes on what I am trying to show here. So please bear with me as I get the final photos available. I am just trying to talk. If anyone in chat can just tell people to give 1 second while I put this last set of photos up. No, where is it? 1 second, guys. I'm going to find that shot. I have it here somewhere. I don't have it. Shit. No. Oh, I do. Shit. Here it is. Why did I miss that? Okay, here we go. All right, guys, give me 1 second as I put these last photos up just to share with you. Do you so like this is the thing is like this is why I could stream all day because I love doing this stuff, guys. If I could do this all day, I would totally do this. This is to be able to share this kind of stuff with you and to share it with the public. I don't know why people wouldn't want to watch this, right? Like I know it's like, yeah, because you're doing it, Jerome. It's your own channel. But like, it's not that. It's the fact that like, why, like, oh my God. All right. I'm going to stop talking like this. I just feel like it's beneficial information. Shit. I'm labeling these wrong. I'm sorry. 1 second. So this should be, yeah, that's correct. And then this one, I'm totally messing this up right now. I think that's correct. Okay, 1 second. So this is, God, I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry. Okay, and then this one. Okay, do I have this queued right now? Okay, I think this is correct. Shit, I don't think it's correct. Hold on. Oh, don't hate me, people. Don't hate me. We're doing it live. This is live, folks. Please bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Okay, this is correct. All right, here we go. So, all right, take a look at this. This photo right here. Wait, did I name this correctly? Yes. I'll know anyway when I flip through. So this is a standard day photo, right, of the Pixel 4a. Looks good, right? Has great quality here. Like, look at that. Like the detail in the trees looks great. Looks like you're there at the park with me, right? This next shot is the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. So you can already tell the P40 Pro Plus runs cooler. It has more blue to it. This runs warmer. This honestly looks a little more natural than the P40 Pro Plus, but they're still both great. Which one would I pick? It's hard to say. I do, to be fair, I think I do like the more natural looking shot here of the Pixel 4a. Now, this isn't every single shot with the Huawei P40 Pro Plus or the Pixel 4a, but they both come out great. They both look really, really good. Both of them do. Now, here's the thing. Let me make sure I have the photo right here. So, okay, wait. Let me share this here. So, you might not see it, but if you see me how I zoomed in, this is as far in as I can get. Do you see these two people here? Do you see these two people sitting here, right? This is what I zoomed in on. So before I show you again, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin the experience for you guys. Here again is the Pixel 4a. This is the Pixel 4a. Oops. And well, there are people riding bikes here, but there's two people sitting back here, and I zoomed in on that. So let's go ahead and let me show you without ruining it. This is what it looks like with the people zoomed in for the Pixel 4a. Make sense, right? If you zoom in there, you can see it's not bad. Not bad for a 4a, right? Again, this is the shot. This is how far away they are. They're over here. The Pixel 4a is taking a zoomed in shot, a 7x zoom in of the people here, right? Now, the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, you can see the people are right here. Again, the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. This is the Pixel 4a zoomed in. That's the P40 Pro Plus, guys. That's the P40 Pro Plus. This is a straight up creeper phone. I was so far away. Look at how close this is. I can see this guy's face. I can see their faces. It's like, I was going to say, like, I could almost read what this is saying on her hat. But look at how good that detail is. It is ridiculous how good that detail is, guys. Ridiculous. If we go back, this is the 4A, and look at how far away this is. Look at how far away these shots are. Crazy how detailed that is. People wanted to know why I spent $1,300 on a phone. That's why I spent $1,300. I wanted to see how good that optical lens really was. And I paid the money to, I mean, obviously the phone has much more than that, right? There's phones. I paid $1,300 for 512 gigs of internal storage. I paid $1,300 for a 90 Hertz refresh rate, for a ceramic back, for 40-watt wired charging. Like, yes, obviously a lot of those things are subjective. Like, is it really worth that money? Maybe not. But I think it makes for a good comparison, and I wanted to share that. That's why I bought the phone, guys. And like, if I had the time to do these proper phone comparisons, camera comparisons, I would. I just, yeah. Also, my phone has been going off the hook, so I really need to go. I'm going to get in trouble. Not get in trouble, but whatever. So anyway, let me get to chat real quick. I'm going to answer this phone in a second. So all right. Yeah. So you guys are saying that looks good. J Mill saying now the 4A looks better to me in that one specific photo. Fear the Roof 42 says this is miles better than MKB's camera comparison. All due respect. Yeah, like you guys are saying, $350, amazing deal. Definitely an amazing deal. Paul says, hold on for some nice curtain suspension comparison. Yes, but you guys, so like you guys can see $350 versus $1,300. Tana says, yo, Phone Jerome, I still have a Huawei Mate RS on deck. That camera's a beast too. There you go. Thanks for sharing that, Tana. Thank you. Deepak says, oh man, that's a binocular phone. It is. It really is. Stalker mode for sure. Very good detail. Oh my God, Tana, it cost $2,000. I didn't even know that. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was that expensive. My God. Fear the Roof says, and Jerome is on the next episode of To Catch a Predator. Jay Mill says, dude's going to walk in on you talking to your, I know. I have a feeling he's standing there right now. All right, guys, we got to call it quits. I am super late. I have things to do. Guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by today. I want to thank everybody for the love, for the super chats today, for everybody liking, subscribing, sharing. If you guys haven't had a chance to do that, please do so. It's a way to support. I do appreciate it. I am looking for my outro here so I can finish this off and say goodbye. But guys, come back tomorrow. 2 p.m. Central. If I have the time, if I'm able to put all the photos together, we are going to do a live photo comparison. What you saw today is just a sneak peek of what I have in store for the camera comparison, a live camera comparison. And we can take the time, we can talk about stuff, we can go and chat. It's going to be fun if I'm able to do that. And if it works well, we'll do that in the future. So guys, with that being said, thank you so much. Come back tomorrow. Here is me waving goodbye as I hit the play. This looks like a really cheap looking wave. Here is the music, guys. Come back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. See you later. Bye.